That's our retirement planning section, I explained calmly. We need to decide whether to increase our contributions or use that money to pay down the home equity line. The interest rate differential makes it complicated. I've been analyzing it for weeks. She looked up at me, genuine confusion in her eyes. You've been doing all this when nights, weekends, during lunch breaks. I shrugged. Someone has to manage our financial future. The first cracks of genuine respect appeared in her expression. This wasn't physical labor that she could dismiss as just hard work. This was complex, consequential decision-making that directly impacted our lives and future. There's one more thing, I added, pulling a separate folder from my bag. These are the unpaid medical bills from your mother's hospital stay last year. The insurance denied some claims, but I've been disputing them. There's an appeal hearing by phone at 2 p.m. Her hand flew to her mouth. My mother's bills. I thought those were resolved months ago. They would have been if we'd paid the $14,000 out of pocket. Instead, I've been fighting the insurance company and making minimum payments to keep it from collections. $14,000, she repeated incredulously. Why didn't you tell me? I gave her a measured look. I tried 3 times. Each time you said you were too stressed to discuss it, and asked me to just handle it. So I did. A heavy silence fell between us. For perhaps the first time, she was seeing the invisible mental load I carried. Not just physical tasks or work responsibilities, but the constant grinding weight of financial management, planning, and problem solving that kept our lives from unraveling. I need to make breakfast, I said, standing up. The plumber will be here at 9 o'clock to look at the upstairs shower leak. Make sure he gives you an actual quote, not an estimate. Last time he tried to add $300 in unexpected complications. As I prepared a simple breakfast, I could see her growing increasingly overwhelmed with the portfolio contents. When her phone rang, she jumped. It's the bank, she said after checking the screen. That'll be about the wire transfer for the contractor deposit. They need verbal confirmation for amounts over $5,000. The next 4 hours were a crash course in financial management. I stayed nearby, casually completing household chores while she navigated call after call, decision after decision. When the plumber arrived, I watched her struggle to understand the technical issue with our water pressure regulator, something I'd researched extensively before scheduling the appointment. Just authorize the work, I heard her say desperately to the plumber. Whatever needs to be done. After he left, I approached her at the kitchen table where she sat surrounded by papers and sticky notes. Did he give you a firm quote? I asked. No, she admitted. He said he couldn't know the full extent until he opened the wall. I nodded knowingly. That's how they leave room for price gouging. I never authorize work without a maximum price in writing. She looked deflated, so I just made a mistake. A $1,200 mistake potentially, but it's a learning experience. The afternoon brought no relief as she dealt with the insurance appeal